Oh, hello, this is Daily Car News with Bijan. I'm going to keep you guys up to date on everything car every single day at 6 p.m. Pacific. I hope you guys are having a great day. So on today's episode, we're going to talk about the Lexus IS500F. Now, this car has had a lot of commotion going on around it. It is very anticipated. Every Lexus fanboy and Toyota fanboy is very excited for this car to come out because it has some coolness to it. Now, Lexus is going one step further and they're releasing 500 of a special edition. They're calling it the Launch Edition. I wondered, Toyota, where they got that idea Supra. I have no idea where it could have came from. This Launch Edition car, though, will look very, very sleek. It has the big old Lexus front grille, the really thin, nice futuristic headlights, and the Launch Edition has very nice wheels and a very cool paint job. Now, the paint job is called Incognito. It's basically a flat kind of sandish gray that they put a little bit of gloss on and it just looks good. I wonder, some designer must have been on Incognito mode a little too long. Wonder what he was doing on his phone to think of this. Now, this IS500 is not following the typical trend of other cars. As a car community, we are all moving towards electrics, turbos, fuel efficiency, and having less of a carbon footprint. Now, Lexus said, hold my beer with this one, because it is a naturally aspirated V8. It's going to make 470 some odd horsepower, have a sub 5 second 0 to 60, and still get 24 miles per gallon on the highway. Now, 24 miles per gallon on the freeway doesn't sound bad when you compare it to some of the cars that we as enthusiasts drive. My BMW on the freeway gets 25 or 26. My Evo on the freeway gets like 12. This car was not marketed for the general public. It was marketed for a very niche market. A type of person that used to have ISs when they were younger, now they're probably a little bit more of a professional. They're making a little bit more money and they can afford this car, but they want some of that nostalgia. And I think this car will check all the boxes for that type of person. It's going to make a good noise because it's going to have a V8. They're probably going to play it through the speakers, which is, some people like it, some people hate it. It kind of sounds artificial, but regardless, you put an exhaust on it, it'll have a nice rumble to it, it'll look good, and it'll be very, very stylish. Now, like I said, this car was marketed for a niche market, a specific market. From somebody who's outside of that market, this car is just, it's a Lexus with a V8 to me. Like, it looks nice, the paint's cool, the wheels are cool. I mean, the V8 will make some horsepower, that's all nice and dandy, but, I mean, there's no turbos, there's no electric torque, it's just a V8. I doubt you're going to be able to have some cam option to tune it in. For me, I always like taking a car and modifying it, making it a little bit better, making it a little bit special. And I don't think that car, like most other Lexuses, whatever, are meant to do that. They're meant to just be bought. People sometimes put wheels and suspension on them. Basically call it a day there. Now, if somebody gave me the keys to this and gave me the keys to a G80 or even an F80, I would still take the keys to either of those BMWs over this Lexus. Feeling those turbos, having that overrun, and being inside a BMW feels so much nicer. It's German, it's well built, there are no creaks, things are well thought out and placed. It's just built well. But again, like I said, I'm not in this niche market, so it kind of makes sense why it doesn't appeal to me. I do have a buddy who's a huge Lexus fanboy, and I imagine he is going to drool all over that new Lexus. If not, try to get his hands on it as soon as he can. Probably go for a test drive, and I guess I'll see what he thinks of it. Now, that's going to be it for Daily Car News. I hope all of you have a wonderful day. I'm going to see you guys on the next one.